The death dumps, otherwise known as chemical trails, are being dropped and sprayed throughout the United States, in England, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Europe, and I have personally seen them not only in the United States but in Mexico and Canada. Birds are dying around the world. Fish are dying by the hundreds of thousands around the world. This is genocide. This is poison. This is murder by the United Nations. This element within our society that's doing this must be stopped. I happen to know of 2 of the locations where the airplanes are that dump this crap on us. 4 of the planes are out of the Air National Guard, Lincoln, Nebraska, and the other planes are out of Fort Still, Oklahoma. I personally have observed the planes that were standing still in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, at the Air National Guard. They have no markings on them. They're huge bomber-like airplanes with no markings. This is a crime. Crime against humanity, crime against America, crime against the citizens of this great country. They must be stopped. What is wrong with Congress? This has an effect on their population and their people and their friends and their relatives and themselves. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with the pilots who are flying these airplanes? They're dumping this crap, this poison, on their own families. Somebody has to do something about it. Somebody in Congress has to step forward and stop it now. Thank you. I'm Ted Gunderson.
We're getting emails from mothers all around the planet whose kids are sick. They're coughing up blood. They're vomiting. They're having viruses that won't go away. Teachers are reporting that they've never seen anything like this before. That the kids, even here in Santa Monica, my girlfriend works at a school. They had to take a girl away in an ambulance a couple days ago. 2 of the parents said they want to get their child out of the country, but they don't know where to go. They're thinking of Ecuador. They're thinking of somewhere. They think they need to get their child out of the country in order to save their lives. It's that bad.
That's true.
Yeah.
We all need to leave the country to save our lives. We're getting ready for martial law. Yeah. Everything's pointing to martial law. Yeah. It's been planned 2 centuries. May 1st, 1776. 86, 96, yeah.
When you're talking about martial law, Ted, we're talking about a Hitlerian superstate, are we not?
Well, we're talking about a police state. And we're talking about Nazi Germany in 1933. We're talking about, you know, all these shootings around the country. The one in Arizona that we had, I think, in West Virginia and Oregon and all that have taken place. This is all, in my opinion, I can't prove it. These are mind control victims, MK Ultra mind control victims. And the whole thing is designed to destroy the Second Amendment, to take our guns away from us.
Well, they've got to do that before they go into martial law.
Exactly.
Otherwise, they couldn't kill us freely.
Well, you know what Adolf Hitler did. He told all the Germans, put your guns on the front porch, we'll collect them tomorrow. And they did, foolishly. And the Nazis, Gestapo came around and collected them the next day. Now what they're doing, okay, we have censures on all the major highways in America today. I talked to somebody who is installing the censures, okay? Now I think, turn your old car in for cash, okay? Because they don't have the computer in the old cars. They want everybody to buy a new car so that they keep track of us. The cell phones, hey, they know exactly where I am.
That's GPS, right?
Yeah, they know, the boys know exactly where I am at this very moment. If not here, from my car. What's up behind you? I see what you call death dumps. poison being dropped on the American people. Condensation normally comes from airplanes and it dissipates because it's moisture. This does not dissipate.
This is killing us.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is poison. Poison being dropped on us. Nobody's doing anything about it. Congress is not doing anything about it. But this is being dropped on them and their children and their grandchildren. So what is going on behind the scenes?
It's causing Alzheimer's, it's causing fibromyalgia, it's causing cancer, and we're all victims to this.
We're all victims of it. Nobody doing anything about it. Has to be the government. Think General Motors, Ford Motor Company, GE. You think any of them are doing this? This is government-operated, sanctioned.
It's CIA operated, so the CIA would have to have contract killers. Maybe it's from Air America, but no, Air America is defunct. There's another.
Well, Air America was the old CIA run in Southeast Asia. These are unmarked, huge bomber-type airplanes with no markings on them. I've seen them, 4 of them on the runway in Lincoln, Nebraska, being operated by the Air National Guard of Lincoln, Nebraska.
Could this be evergreen?
Could be. I don't know, but they don't have any markings on them. I know that.
My God Almighty! Look at this. This is outrageous. Can you imagine how many millions of dollars this is costing?
Millions and millions of dollars, obviously, are the cost of this.
And who's paying for it?
Has to be the government.
No, it has to be the people. You're wrong.
Well, the people, but the government's using their money to pay for the fuel and the poison that they're dropping on us to kill us.
Insider documents recently obtained by InfoWars reveal the current and ongoing operations to staff FEMA and U.S. Army camps inside the U.S. According to our sources, KBR is contracting services for temporary fencing and barricades, along with other services required for temporary emergency environment camps. They're to be located in 5 regions of the United States. Now, this comes immediately after the Senate passed the National Defense Authorization Act, which allows indefinite detention of American citizens. All this at a time when economic conditions and mass demonstrations sweep through the country and threaten potential unrest. The government has patiently put into place the crucial elements of its police-state grid and plan for the internment of political enemies. We are literally one false flag terror attack away from the plan going live. As the Department of Homeland Security and establishment media keep telling us, the next terror event will be on American soil and carried out by domestic patriot political groups, not Al-Qaeda. The FBI and the CIA have a long history of creating domestic terrorists, patsies, and shifting the blame over to their political enemies.
It's all there. All the government documents, all the government admissions, a civilian inmate labor camp program run by the Army, where they're at, all the details down to how they're going to break the families up and where the children go and the forced inoculations and everything. I mean, it just boggles the mind that all of this is happening.
The fact that detention camps are being constructed inside our country and are now being staffed and readied for emergency situations, what can no longer be ignored or ridiculed as a conspiracy theory. Senate committee hearings and official Homeland Security documents further illustrate the mindset of our federal government as they classify homeschoolers, gun rights activists, constitutionalists, and returning veterans as potential terrorists, by default creating an entire nation of radicals and revolutionaries, where everyone is a suspect, equally guilty until proven otherwise. I'm Darren McBreen for InfoWars Nightly News.
The death dumps, otherwise known as chemical trails, are being dropped and sprayed throughout the United States